So today's topic is going to be around guest experience and how to elevate that guest experience. Let me share a personal story. I was at Wells Fargo Bank a couple of weeks ago, and I was trying to deposit this cashier check from another bank. Not a huge sum, not a small sum either, but the teller is like, I have to call and verify the funds. And I'm like, it's a cashier check from another bank. She's like, yeah, well, we still have to verify the funds. I'm like, okay, great. You go ahead and do that. I'm going to run across the street to JP Morgan and come back. And she's like, no, you have to wait here. I'm like, why should I waste my time watching you do whatever it is you're doing and just like, you don't need me. I'll go and I'll come right back. She's like, no, you got to be here. I'm like, screw it. Take the check, cashier check, go to JP Morgan, do my thing. Amazing experience, like in and out, then come back, wait for her to do the thing, and it's like, what a freaking awful experience. So today I go to JP Morgan. I've got a whole bunch of checks that I need to deposit, and I go to the drive-thru, give them the check. The teller comes back and says it's gonna take like 10 or 15 minutes because I'm gonna have to run all these checks. I'm gonna have to verify them, yada yada yada. And I'm like, okay, great, I'll wait. I'll have to deposit them anyway. And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what, actually I gotta go to another bank and come back. So can I go and come back? And he's like, yeah, no problem, just go and come back. So I go to the other bank, do my deposit, come back, walk into JP Morgan because the drive-thru there was a couple other cars I didn't want to wait. Walk in, the teller recognizes me. She gives me my debit card and my receipt, thanks me, and I walk in and out. Everyone's looking at it like the guy owns the bank. So what happened here? They made me feel like I own the bank. The elevation of customer experience, elevating that experience, treating me like I own the bank. Simple gesture, right? Nothing big deal in average every day, but here you guys are in a restaurant space. Give you another example. One of my favorite restaurants I go to, I know what their average spend is $67, but when I go in, I spend at least twice as much as their average customer, but I also get treated just like everybody else. I wait in line 45 minutes to get a table. Keep in mind, I'm spending twice as much, but I'm getting treated exactly the same way. So what does that do? It tells the VIP customers, the ones that are spending a ton of money, that, hey, we don't care about you. We don't want you here. We say we want you, but we don't treat you like we want you. And they're going somewhere else because they don't want to wait 45 minutes in line. They don't want to sit there, do nothing for that time period. So now what do you end up with? You end up with average customers. Well, the average customer spends the average amount. Now, a 5% in food cost increase is going to crush your margins. You're not going to make money. Why? Because your average customers are what you're getting. Your average customer who's spending your average amount is also leaving average tips. I, who goes in and spends twice as much as the average, I leave twice as much tip as your average customer. So now your employees are making more money. So I, the VIP customer, I am paying the wages of that employees, right? Better taking care of them because my 20% tip is worth twice as much as the other guy because I spend more money. So I'm helping solve that. I'm getting rid of your thin margins because I'm spending twice as much money. And by the way, because you're more profitable, a 5% increase in food costs is not going to crush your restaurant. It's not going to push you into that thin margin area. So now you're turning all these VIP customers away because you're treating them just like everybody else. They're going to your competitor, and then you're scratching your head wondering, what did I do wrong? I do want those customers, yet you don't treat them that way. So it's causing a whole slew of problems, which then puts you in thin margins, food costs too high, labor challenges, etc. All the while, you could have prevented that by just having a proper system in place to recognize the VIP customer the moment they join their wait list. And then guess what? Bump them to the top of the line. Even though you have a 45-minute wait, you can get them seated right after the next party and they wait no more than 5 minutes, right? So that's how you treat the customer like VIP. That's how you elevate the experience, and that's how you make more money by attracting those super profitable customers who spend twice as much as average, leave more tip, and help save your restaurant.